White man in boxing led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, Angel Garcia throws Danny Garcia under the bus and says he chose to lose the fight versus Errol Spence. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video and check out our welterweight boxing news playlist for more videos like this. And you know, you got to give credit to Errol Spence. He said he chose to lose and he didn't let his hands go. He said that was a problem in previous fights, and you know, he chose to lose. At the end of the day, he wasn't built to be a welterweight. 5'8", 68.5-inch arms. He has the same reach damn near as Mikey Garcia. He a half-inch shorter. All right, Danny Garcia don't have the skill set to do what Chavez, Duran, and those type of fighters do. Inside fighters slip, win on the inside. Danny tried to win the battleground. He tried to close the gap. He tried everything. He tried to close the gap and fight Errol on the inside. He got beat up. He sat in the pocket, tried to counter. He countered. Errol still threw 2 or 3 punches to his 1 punch. He tried to fight on the outside and use his jab. He got punished. You know what I'm saying? He tried to pitch Errol Spence back, got punished. I mean, whatever you tried to do, that dude across the ring was just a better man. Like, I was watching it with, I was on Line Killer Podcast, check his channel out, me, him, and Nate Campbell. And, you know, Nate was saying Errol punished him, but he wouldn't call shit for Danny, right? And I get it. Errol was landing the flashier punches. And Lion Killer was doing, like, the same thing, right? And I'm looking at the fight. Danny was landing. He was countering Errol Spence, but it wasn't doing nothing. So they was right not to call it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you land a punch and it don't do nothing and Errol come back with 2 or 3 or 4 punches, shit, that one shot didn't do nothing. The one thing Danny was doing was throwing his shots 1 shot at a time. He was countering Errol Spence. He was catching Errol Spence with hooks, you know, primarily. And Errol just ate it. You got to give credit to Errol. He ate it. He didn't hurt him. And then Bernie, you know, Terrence Crawford boy was saying the left hook was there, and it was there. I mean, the left hook was there for Daniel Du Bois versus Joe Joyce, but he didn't fucking throw it. Same thing for Danny Garcia. He didn't feel confident through it. Every time he probably thought about throwing the left hook, it was a long jab right down his throat. You know, and Angel, I don't know what he was saying in the corner. Oh, let your hands go. I can say that. I can go there and get whatever Angel getting the Danny. Oh, let your hands go. You know, he just didn't. I mean, tell me how to let my hands go. Train me how to take away that jab. He couldn't tell him. And obviously they didn't train for it. How you take away the jab? If you jab with him, look at Sean Porter did. Jab with him, come over the top of the jab. He took that jab away. He don't have the Sean Porter skill set. And that sounds funny because we most think Danny a more skillful fighter. He was just too slow. And the game plan should have been Danny getting on the inside, working the body. But he tried it. Couldn't win there. You know, Angel could look like that in the picture all he want to. You know? But one thing Danny didn't do, he couldn't slip, get on the inside and fight. Now, what would get Errol Spence some problems with Chavez? A guy like that. A guy that knew how to bag him up and use lateral movement and counter. You know, Errol Spence was throwing punches, but he countered them, but he didn't follow up. You know, how you beat Errol Spence is how Sean Porter did it. You know what I'm saying? Turn him, in which Danny tried to, didn't have much success. Turn him, take the jab away, jab with him, come over the top of the jab. That's how you can take it away. Or you can be in his kitchen. You know, be on his chest like you're sucking his titty, like Nate say. You know, your guy like Chavez, you know, some good interior fighter. You know, Golovkin, some like that type of fighter. Get on the inside, touch you. Mike Tyson, slip, touch you. Tank, slip, touch you. That's how you beat that kid. But then again, you got to know how to fight on the inside. Danny was trying to get on the inside, and Spence was just mauling him. Boop, 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 boop. Danny was like, oh, I don't like it there. On the outside, then boop, boop. Danny slip, boop, throw a shot. He land on Errol. Errol come back, didn't hurt. Boop, boop, boop. You know, it's gonna take somebody like to really outbox Errol. You know, Errol got problems with a moving target. We've seen versus Sean Porter. Long as you stay off them ropes, he got a problem. If you move and you sit and you throw and move off the target, Errol gotta be set to throw. You know, and that's how you're gonna have to beat him, or you got to beat him on the inside. Either you gonna sit there with him, boop, 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 and move, That's how you beat him. You make him move off the mark. If he got to move off the mark, he ain't going to be able to throw. He ain't going to be able to land. He ain't going to throw. Just keep moving him. Danny, this arm's too short. Now, Pacquiao want to get in there. I know what Pacquiao going to do. I know because it's something that Errol really ain't seen. Same thing Sean did. Feint. He going to feint. He going to make Errol Spence commit with the high guard. He going to run the combinations and turn out. That's how you going to beat him. See, that's how you able to take away somebody's length. You able to make him keep his hands home. Feint, jab, feint, feint, move, feint, move, feint. That's what he gonna do. He gonna try to treat him like Antonio Margarito. And what people don't understand is simply this. He already drained. Pacquiao ain't got to make him come down to 45 or 46 or rehide. That nigga already drained. I'm tell you that right now. Pacquiao gonna hit him with body. I know what Pacquiao gonna do. The question is, because Pacquiao got enough battery juice to do it for 12 rounds. I know exactly how he's going to handle that. He's going to treat him like Margarito. He's going to run combinations. He's going to feint. And people say, I don't see no way Pacquiao can win. He's going to feint, maybe jab. He's going to use his hand speed. He's going to beat Errol Spence with speed, agility, and he's going to be able to move him off that mark. He's not going to let Errol get set. The question is Errol going to be able to win the second half of the fight when Pacquiao started to slow down? That's the $1 million question. Keith Thurman damn near did it, but the skill set is different. Earl don't have the straight right hand because he is southpaw to land. It was there for Pacquiao all night. Pacquiao gonna give Spence a hell of a fight, but I think it's gonna be Spence youth. But if Spence ain't in shape, he gonna have a problem, bro. It's gonna be a huge problem, man. But with Danny Garcia, he didn't know. He don't feint. He don't know how to feint, and he ain't fast enough. His feet ain't fast enough. Errol Spence is going to fight the best athlete he done fought in Manny Pacquiao. And Pacquiao showed he was a better athlete than Keith Thurman. Keith can say, I was injured, my foot, my ass, my back, my toe, whatever it was. This is the best athlete, not named probably Terrence Crawford. And what made Terrence Crawford a little bit difficult is that Crawford got the longest arms in the division that I've seen so far, 74 inches. And then, nobody really seen the best of Crawford. You feel what I'm saying? Crawford showed a good fight versus Victor Postal. And people say, well, I ain't never seen Crawford in a fight where he ain't never been under. A lot of people's picking Victor Postal. He had just knocked out the boogeyman, Lucas Matisse, which Matisse had been on a tough streak, not just fighting Danny and other big punchers like Roberto Ortiz and those guys. But Victor Postal, he didn't lose a round. He dropped Postal twice. Terrence Crawford has shown the ability to generate power while on the move, generate power while sitting down. That's the thing. His arms long, and then he can give you so many different looks. He can make adjustments. Victor Postal, he didn't have to make no adjustment. He boxed, used his height, used his length, and when you moving and pivoting and generating power, it's a problem. And that's where Floyd Mayweather beat Manny Pacquiao. He utilized the ring. He couldn't cut the ring off, and then Pacquiao needed to be set to punch. Floyd Mayweather seen that, and every time Pacquiao was set up, once he got in his groove, he'd move off the mark and fire. Easy. Now, can you say Errol Spence could do that? What Mayweather did was what Marquez did, and I don't know if he got that skill set. He might have to go in there and do Jeff Horn, but then again, you got to rely on that chin to do the Jeff Horn, and just don't give him no space and beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? But Danny Garcia, to say this, he didn't have that skill set. He can't move off the mark, feint, run combination, too slow. He can't do that. And only guy in this division that can do that is Pacquiao. And Crawford. They can move, they can give you, Crawford just fighting different styles. He can fight you on the inside, he can fight you in the pocket, he can fight you on the outside, he can fight you on the move. He's dangerous to be able to generate power while pivoting and moving. Well, Errol Spence is just going to close the gap and make Crawford fight. That's how you're gonna beat him. You have to close the gap or win early rounds and hope he don't make the adjustments. But Pacquiao, he gonna feint. He somehow he gonna feint and don't do nothing. And the one time Errol Spence, catch him feinting, you know what I'm saying? And Errol Spence, don't commit, he gonna clock him. When Errol Spence don't commit and put his guard up, he gonna run the combination. I know exactly what Pacquiao think he gonna do. Errol Spence going to come out there and dominate, and beat his ass and run him out that ring like Jeff Horn did. Once you don't give a fighter space, ain't no feints. You feint, you probably gonna get fucked up. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you think about Andrew Garcia throwing Danny up under the bus. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media links in the description. If you want to make a donation, Cash App CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Cash App there as well too. Excuse me. Best way to donate. Share the video, hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. We'll be live at Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0 tonight. Appreciate that love and support. One time for the one time. We gone.